Good morning, I'm Elwood, this is Passion for Film, and today's film is Catch Me If You Can. From 2002, Catch Me If You Can is a crime comedy that follows Frank Abagnale Jr., who worked as a doctor, a lawyer, and as a co-pilot for a major airline, all before his 18th birthday. A master of deception, he was also a brilliant forger whose skills gave him his first real claim to fame. At the age of 17, Frank Abagnale Jr. became the most successful bank robber in the history of the US. FBI agent Carl Hanratty makes it his prime mission to capture Frank and bring him to justice, but Frank is always one step ahead of him. Now, the internet rates this one an 8.1, but I would rate this, an 8.3. And as for a parent's guide, we've got blood, profanity, sexy time. Fortunately, not all at the same time, though. It would probably be about a 13 plus would be good on this one. This film has an amazing story and is very cleverly written. And in fact, what's even cooler is that it's based off a real story. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, directed by none other than Steven Spielberg. I mean, that statement alone gives you an insight into how good of a film this is. My favorite part about this film is probably just the character of Frank Abagnale Jr. He's so confident and in a cool way. Well, I suppose it's always cool to be confident, but I just admire his readiness and his talent in improvisation. It reminds me of, I suppose, who I wish I was. Here's a fun fact for you. Steven Spielberg was initially reluctant to approach Tom Hanks about taking the part of Carl Hanratty, assuming he wouldn't be interested in playing a sporting character at this stage in his career. Hanks put him straight by saying that a good part was a good part no matter the size.
That's what she said!
Being a big Leonardo DiCaprio fan, the first time I watched this film was actually after I watched The Wolf of Wall Street on Netflix, and it came up in my recommended under Because You Like The Wolf of Wall Street, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I suppose it was a good recommendation. Now, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, but I would love if you could go into the comments and let me know, what is your favorite Steven Spielberg film? Why don't you hit that big red button while you're at it? See you guys later. Blood, profanity, sexy time. Fortunately, not all at the same time, though.